Cannot believe this is happening.
Yeah,
I have never seen an organization more committed to self-imploding than the WNBA. A few weeks ago, I made this video highlighting how it appears Brittney Griner said bleep white girl after fouling out in a game against Indiana Fever, the team that Caitlin Clark plays for. Some people like Jamel Hill, former ESPN host, says that no, she didn't say bleep white girl. She says bleep whack call, to which she then went on to call me a grifter for even pointing this out, but besides the point. You can watch and make up your own mind as to what it appears.
It truly breaks my heart, and yet I'm incredibly proud of the courage some of these young women are showing. Across the country, a group of high school girls are now suing their state attorney generals and school sports governing bodies, challenging what they believe are discriminatory policies. Policies that are, in their view, excluding women from their own sports categories. And while this is happening at the grassroots level, another storm is brewing in the professional sports world, specifically in the WNBA. In fact, many say they've never seen a league so committed to self-destruction as the WNBA is right now. Let's rewind a few weeks. A video made waves across social media after Brittney Griner fouled out during a matchup between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever, the team led by rising star Caitlin Clark. In the clip, many viewers believe they hear Griner muttering the phrase, bleep white girl. Former ESPN host Jamel Hill pushed back, claiming Griner actually said bleep whack call. But here's the thing, body language and timing matter, and for a lot of people, the intent seemed crystal clear. Enter Riley Gaines, the former NCAA swimmer known for standing up against biological males competing in women's sports. She didn't hold back. Instead of staying silent, Riley dropped a verbal nuke, not just on Brittney Griner, but on the entire WNBA establishment. She called out what many fans have been thinking for months, that the league seems to operate with blatant double standards, protecting certain players while throwing others under the bus. And she's not wrong. When video surfaced showing Griner's questionable comments, the WNBA said nothing. No official statement, no investigation, nothing. Meanwhile, they were busy probing Caitlin Clark fans over false accusations made by Angel Reese. Accusations the league itself later admitted had no evidence to support them. Gaines wasn't having it. She came forward with first-hand experience of discrimination. After all, she had to compete against biological males in NCAA swimming. She's lived the controversy and has been relentlessly attacked for daring to speak out. Yet she never backed down. When Riley Gaines looked at what was happening to Caitlin Clark, the media spin, the double standards, the silence from the league, she recognized the playbook instantly. It was the same one used against her. So let's talk about that game, Indiana Fever versus Atlanta Dream, fourth quarter. Griner fouls out. Cameras catch her mouthing something while walking off the court. Fans slow it down, analyze it frame by frame, and many say she clearly says, "trash white girl." Now imagine this. What if Caitlin Clark had said the reverse? Imagine her caught on tape saying something racially charged toward a black player. She'd be canceled immediately. Sponsors would pull out and the WNBA would probably suspend her indefinitely. But because it's Griner, because it's not a white player doing the talking, suddenly the narrative becomes, we don't really know what she said, or let's not jump to conclusions. That's the kind of blatant hypocrisy Riley Gaines called out, and she was absolutely right to do it. And let's not forget, the US government traded Brittney Griner, a WNBA player, for an international arms dealer, Victor Bout, nicknamed the Merchant of Death. That's the level of effort the country went to for her. And now, she's making racially charged comments against the woman who's reviving the WNBA. Let's be clear, Caitlin Clark is not the best thing to happen to the WNBA because she's white. She's the best thing because she's a generational talent. Her work ethic, her shooting ability, her basketball IQ, she's already changed the way fans engage with the league. Viewership is up, ticket sales are booming, and yet so many WNBA players seem to hate her for it. Why? Because she's different? Because she draws attention? Or maybe because the spotlight she brings exposes a culture of resentment. When the league and the media turned their back on Caitlin while excusing Griner, Riley Gaines connected the dots. She exposed how the WNBA chooses to protect its preferred narratives, even when it means ignoring actual evidence. And it gets worse. When the conservative outlet Outkick applied for media credentials to question Griner directly about the incident, the WNBA denied them access, even though Outkick had never been denied credentials by any other major sports league. This isn't just about one comment or one game. It's about a culture of silencing questions, avoiding scrutiny, and punishing those who speak uncomfortable truths. Riley Gaines called it out plainly. I've never seen an organization more committed to self-imploding than the WNBA. And when she said it, she wasn't trying to destroy women's basketball, she was trying to save it. Because if the league keeps ignoring real issues while obsessing over manufactured controversies, it's only a matter of time before the fans walk away. Let's be honest, if the roles were reversed, the outrage would be deafening. But because it's Griner who said it, the silence is even louder. Now, during a press conference, Griner was asked about trans athletes in women's sports. Her response? She said it's a crime to separate athletes based on gender identity, and that she will fight for trans athletes' right to compete in women's leagues. It's a bold statement, one that flies in the face of what Riley Gaines has fought for. And while everyone has the right to their opinion, it's worth asking, is this what women's sports should be about? Because the deeper question is this: what is fair? And who gets to decide that? At the end of the day, Riley Gaines didn't bring hate. She brought perspective. She called out double standards, demanded fairness, and asked the questions nobody else had the courage to ask. And that, more than anything, is what makes this moment in sports so important. It's not about silencing anyone. It's about making sure everyone is held to the same standard, no matter what team they play for or what agenda they represent.